This post originally appeared in Money Stuff. Here is Kevin Roose at the New York Times making fun of KodakCoin, the initial coin offering that Eastman Kodak Co., or at least its licensee, is launching at midnight tonight. I have previously made fun of KodakCoin here. The rough idea seemed to be that Kodak's licensee, Went Digital, a California-based affiliate of a British photo agency that specializes in paparazzi photo licensing, will run a blockchain-based system for licensing photographs, combine it with web crawler to make sure no one is using unlicensed photographs, and invent some Kodak coins to pay the photographers. Or something, I don't know. Here is Roose. KodakCoin's initial offering, scheduled for Wednesday, is expected to raise as much as $20 million. But there are few details about what that money will be used for, or why a similar system could not be built without the blockchain. There is also a more obvious question: why would photographers want to be paid in digital tokens, rather than cash? In several calls with KodakCoin leaders, I couldn't get straight answers to these questions. And KodakCoin's white paper, a technical document that details the plans for the currency, is a 40-page mishmash of marketing buzzwords and vague diagrams. When we last made fun of this project, 3 weeks ago, one objection that I raised was that KodakCoin is a security and will only be offered to accredited investors, which will make it hard to use it to pay for photos. This is not an issue that is unique to KodakCoin. Lots of utility tokens, intended to be used on not yet built blockchain platforms, have the same problem. People who actually plan to build useful blockchain platforms have thought about it, and have come up with plausible solutions like the simple agreement for future tokens. But KodakCoin doesn't seem interested in those solutions. Its white paper, not publicly available online for some reason, just says that our own cryptocurrency payment platform will, subject to applicable securities laws, mean our photographers can get paid instantly. That is a big subject to. If it turns out that the securities laws are not a problem, then sure, photographers will be able to get paid in Kodak coins. If they are a problem, as they seem to be, then, whatever, never mind. It is a weirdly casual approach to the legal viability of the token. More than that, though, there is nothing especially crypto, or blockchain, about this project. We have talked a couple of times about the appealing purposes of initial coin offerings. The point is to build new decentralized protocols that will not be owned by any one central company, but will instead be the property of all of their users, who will fund their development by buying coins and who will then be rewarded by the increasing value and usefulness of those coins. This is not that. This is more like, when Digital will manage a centralized database of photo rights, and someone will stand off to the side shouting, blockchain, occasionally when it seems like people's attention is drifting. So the white paper lists a bunch of revenue streams that When Digital hopes to tap into with its proprietary centralized database. AI training, data, packages for machine learning customers. The rise of machine learning, ML, and artificial intelligence, AI, is giving rise to a tremendous need for classified and analyzed images. We plan to offer packages, with pre-classified images tailor-made to the individual customer demand. Big data analysis. All data we collect about the usage and environment of images in the digital world can be processed, structured and made available to third parties for the purpose of evaluation. Securitization of IP portfolios. Upfront payment for certain image portfolios in exchange for exclusive service contracts. This is not an unowned decentralized platform administered by token holders with a stake in the ecosystem. This is a private company licensing photos. The token is irrelevant to all of that. The white paper notes casually that the company expects the project to provide additional benefits to holders of the tokens, including a share of big data fees and other revenue streams, but that these will not be part of the terms and conditions of the tokens but rather voluntarily provided by the company to token holders, and may be withdrawn or changed at any time at management's discretion. It's equity, but without any voting or ownership rights. And maybe you can use it to pay for photos, or maybe not. There are obviously some eco-promoters who slap together a white paper, raise some money, and then just walk away with it. Sometimes the white paper even says that's what they'll do, but there is also a large set of eco-promoters who do have real projects in mind, and who do intend to use the money they raise to build them, and who do hope to provide value to their token investors if the projects work out, but whose projects have none of the decentralized characteristics that make token-based funding sensible. Some of those projects might even work out, still they offend me aesthetically. The ICO is a clever innovation that allows a new kind of financing for a new kind of enterprise, but it has been co-opted to provide a very silly kind of financing for a regular old kind of enterprise. These companies are raising money with ICOs not because that financing model makes sense for their business model, but because that's where the money is. If you'd like to get money stuff in handy email form, right in your inbox, please subscribe at this link. Thanks. This column does not necessarily reflect the opinion of the editorial board of Bloomberg LP and its owners. To contact the author of this story, Matt Levine at milvine51@bloomberg.net, or contact the editor responsible for this story, James Greif at jgreif@bloomberg.net.